computer.
It's right at the straight heat on your radios, right here on Power 92, the station that's been busted since 2001. And yes, right now, man, this is incredible what's going on in the streets right now. We're trying to get more black little boys to start reading, okay? All right, so this whole thing is about the Brilliant Brown Boys Book Club, all right? So I got the homie Mr. Russell, Elijah, TJ, Britton, and who's Amari? Say your name.
Amar J.
Amar J. All right, cool. I just ruined it, but that's okay. All right, Amar J. You're gonna sound like you're finna be a doctor or you're gonna be shooting a lot of baskets. One of the two. You know what I'm saying? I just need you to get some money in the middle of all of that. All right. All right. So man, let's start with you, Mr. Russell. Tell me your function inside the Brilliant Black Boys Book Club. Tell me your function.
All right. I am the co-facilitator. My name is Andre C. Russell. I am the co-facilitator for the Brilliant Brown Boys Book Club. This is actually our 1-year anniversary. This, I think maybe today might be a 1-year anniversary. We started last year before COVID, and we had our meeting, and then COVID hit. And instead of like folding, we just decided to just go virtual, and we never looked back. And it's been a great ride, and these guys are awesome.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, this last book, what was the last book that your club read?
Oh, that was Crowns. That was the one about the barbershop. Mm-hmm. And that was a great book. I mean, the guys could talk about it some more, but especially like Amar J, because he was reflecting on some memories of the barbershop. But basically, it was about just getting your hair cut and what it means to be in a barbershop and getting that vibe and that rhythm of being in the barbershop. It was very descriptive. It was very close to home. So I'm a grown man. I'm an adult, but it was written from a kid perspective, and so for them to read and talk about it, it was very relatable. And Amar J can talk about that too as well.
Yeah, Amar J, go ahead and tell me about your book Crowns and how you felt about that book right there.
Well, I felt good about the book. It was like I could relate to it. Because everybody goes to the barbershops. Like once you read that book, it felt like that you was in the like you was back in the barbershop. So you got all the drama when the alcohol hits you, like you know you about to be fresh coming out the barbershop. Book was really good, so everybody could relate to it. So that's the good thing about the book.
Okay, yeah, you know, those are real life things that happen. You know what I'm saying? But and I think that's the whole thing. I think people need those experiences. So they know what they're walking into in life for real. Because sometimes that people don't really understand that, you know, life happens and we just don't understand how to deal with those things when they do happen. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, you know, Crowns, I haven't read the book, but just talking to Chaz earlier, what you just said, those are important things to know. You know what I'm saying? And like my mama always told me, when you see trouble, you go around it. So now you know not to touch that drink.
Right. It like I said, the book is about the whole experience, and it just had it was illustrated, and like I said, a lot of the guys, they saw like a lot of similarity between their experiences in the barbershop. And we talking about the alcohol. He was talking about like the alcohol hitting the head after the cut.
Oh.
You know how that line and get that, you know, and that little sizzle, you know, that good.
Oh, okay.
Call it that good burn.
Well, I mean, right. Well, see, I haven't read the book, so I just took it out.
Right. But no, but it's dope. It's very relatable. Like if you have a son or a nephew, I definitely recommend picking it up.
That's what's up. And you see people, that's why you got to read the books. I took it out of context, and you have to read the actual books and the words to understand the context. I took it out of it, but still stay away from the drink.
Oh yeah.
Is there anybody else want to chime in on Crowns? Did anybody else read it?
Britton?
I liked the book Crowns because it's like I felt like I was up in the book because like everything that they was talking about in the book, it really had happened.
That's what's up. What about you, Elijah and TJ?
When I read the book, I felt that nostalgia of, you know, going to the barbershop because, you know, usually when I went to the barbershop, I was pretty shy, didn't talk to anybody. Still do that, but like just less shy.
Actually, we went to the barbershop yesterday.
Yeah.
How was that experience? Was it like the Crowns? experience?
Yeah.
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 That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So now, this thing, the Brilliant Boys Book Club, is going up, and I want to know, how would y'all feel about seeing these billboards around the city? You know what I'm saying? Seeing y'all uh, making it important to read books. Like, how does it make you feel to see billboards up and y'all a part of that club?
Britton, go ahead, Britton.
It makes me feel special. It makes me feel like I'm inspiring other black boys to like want to read and stuff. It makes me feel like that I'm a role model every time I see it, because a lot of kids, they might look up at the billboard and be like, "Oh, mommy, I want to be up in there. I want to be in that book club."
Mm-hmm. What about you, Amarja? Amarj.
It felt good because like once you up on that billboard, like you know that you made it. So every person who passed that billboard, they might be like, well, I might try to do that, or like, I can do that. So just being on that billboard makes me feel like I'm inspiring other people to do things that they never could do.
All right, Elijah, TJ, what y'all think, man? What y'all think about seeing y'all selves?
I don't know about him, but it gives me a sense of accomplishment because I've always wanted to see myself just out there. I've always wanted to be out there, famous. I've always wanted to be out there, and seeing myself on a billboard just makes me feel that sense of accomplishment as if I was on TV or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, being on a billboard kind of makes me nervous because like I have stage fright and I don't really like people seeing me in different ways. It makes me really nervous, but for some reason I feel good about it.
So
In some
it's
sort of
okay.
way.
It's okay. So I had stage fright too. I'm gonna tell you a little story about my stage fright. My stage fright cost me a job. Ha! How about that? I was
Wow.
getting, um, I was getting like an astronomical fee at the time for DJing at a club. But one of my biggest flaws, because I was stage fright just like you, I never talked to the microphone. All right. So I was getting paid for 2 weeks straight. It was lovely. And then all of a sudden, they didn't even tell me I was fired. I just came in and there was a new DJ in my place. And they didn't tell me why, but they told my manager, and my manager was like, man, you really know how to play the music, but you don't know how to talk to the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't talking to the people. You ain't tell nobody to go buy no stuff, nothing. You ain't sending nobody nowhere. You ain't say nothing. And ever since I lost my job, because I had stage fright, I had to learn how to speak. And you, my friend, one day you got to get past that. Okay. This is one of them situations where you are going to be an example for other little black boys. And you got to get out there. You got to talk to them. Talk to me. What you about to say? Get your hand up. Elijah, is it? Wait, hold on. Elijah and TJ. Which one is Elijah? All right, Elijah. TJ, talk to me. You had your hand up.
I wasn't really gonna say anything, but
Wait, put it back on. I didn't hear what you say. Go.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Okay. You had your hand. Okay, cool.
Let me say something real quick though. Can I say something, DJ?
Yes, sir.
I think that what you just did right there is a perfect example of what the Brilliant Brown Boys Book Club is about. It's about mentorship. It's about those real life experiences and those stories that they can hear and that real people deliver, so that when you say your experience, they can take into heart what you said and apply it, and understand exactly what you're talking about. Because he's talking about stage fright and being shy on, talking about certain things, and not saying you were shy, but you just didn't, talk a lot on the mic, but how it cost you your job. One thing about these books and about some people that come on talking about these books is just the fact that we as men get to give back to these young boys and share our experiences to help them out, because maybe we might not have had that growing up, but we're doing that now to them for them, and they receive it really well. You know, I've grown a lot listening to these guys and talking to them and hearing their stories and everything like that. So I used to be shy too. I used to be shy and quiet a little bit, you know, growing up. But now I can't claim that, you know. So that's why when I talk to them, I'm inspired to talk more because of them. And I see, you know, their potential as well. You know, especially like the superstars. You got Amar'Jay and Elijah. They like superstars in the making. So they already got that energy and that vibe to, you know, want to go out and be, you know, and not be shy. You know, and Britton is like very, very articulate and he's very bright and he's a sweet young man. You know, and TJ is dope too. We got some dope brothers on, you know, on this team. I love it.
I love it as well, man. I'm happy to see this right here. And how could anybody participate in something like this? How could other Black little boys want to get involved? What could they do?
So we have a cohort. This is the last. This Saturday will be the last cohort for this group, and then we're going to bring in another batch of boys coming in. Basically, you go on to on Facebook is Brilliant Brown Boys Book Club, and there's like brilliantbrownbookclub.net, I believe. Let me double check on that before I send people off on the website because I never really go to the website, so I just know it. So I can pull it up real quick, but so Brilliant Brown Boys Book Club, yeah, it's a website, yeah, Brilliant Brown Boys Book Club, and you could just send an email or send a text. I mean, send an email or send go on Facebook and send a message, and then we'll pick it up and go from there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Is there any books that people should watch out for, look out for in the future that, you know, they might read?
Well, what we do is we have people that we have authors because we try to read and support Black authors as much as possible. Mm-hmm. Okay. So with that being said, we try to support Black authors. So Ches goes out and does a search on Black authors and get books, you know, sponsored and donated and things of that nature. And then of course I might find something to read and share with them, you know, as well online, or someone offers a story. And then we also sometimes might not even have like a book per se, but have a conversation, might have a talk about anything. Like I remember when the riots happened last year. So we actually talked about some of the stuff that was going on in the city and some of their thoughts about what was going on because they had questions and we want to talk about it and everything.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We got to be able to communicate in these times, you know, and you know, as far as the whole situation is, you'll find out when you start reading more books. But the first line of war is communication. Hi, I'm too young to watch anime. So, but yeah,
that's them again. Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole thing is about communication, and this is how we're able to communicate with each other is through books. And then I always like to remind people, especially our people, that at one point it was illegal for us to read a book.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. The fact that we went from being able to from having to hide in the shadows, and you know, from fear of death and fear of just fear of death, just to learn how to read. And then we have all of these beautiful opportunities to read and share now. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm glad that they're embracing it.
Wonderful. So yeah, man, y'all got any last shout outs? Britton, you want to say something? What's up?
Yeah, I had a good book that I wanted to shout out, and the book is called The Doubt Bug, and it's basically you put your mind to.
The Doubt Bug, yeah, he's talking about The Doubt Bug. We did a reading on The Doubt Bug. I want to say last month. You got it in your hand by any chance, Britt? Because I don't have it near me, but yeah, The Doubt.
No, I'm not at home.
Okay, yeah, The Doubt Bug, real quick, is a book written by, you know, another Black man in Chicago, I believe, and it's basically about addressing your anxiety and your fears and how to get over it, you know. And it's like a whole conversation about where it comes from, how to handle it, and then overcoming it. And it's a very dope book. It's by a Black man, brother here. Matter of fact, yeah, yep. And he came out to actually talk to us about the book and everything. We did a book reading and everything, and then he talked to us about the book. His name is Gregory Bousareth. It's The Doubt Bug. Google it. It's a great story. I enjoyed it.
That's what's up. Amar J, you got what, you want to say something?
Yeah, I really like to shout out the book. It was called I Promise. It was written with LeBron James and Nina Mata. I don't know how you pronounce her last name. It was a good book because it helps basically your mentality, and like in your head saying, I can do this, I can do that, instead of doubting yourself. Like when you have a test, you're like, oh, it's gonna be hard. Instead of that, you're like, oh, I'm gonna ace this test. Oh, yes, it's gonna be so easy. So yeah, that book's really helps me also, because I used to doubt myself. Once I read this book, I realized like I can do this.
That's what I'm talking about, man. See, I'm inspired and I love it because I'm always an advocate of reading books and gaining knowledge. You know, there's a lot of times people don't really want to go and read the books for the knowledge. Everybody want to get it from somebody else, but the information get tainted. It won't get communicated well to you. You know, we have to learn how to get in these books and comprehend what those books are saying, you know, and then really like try to get to the truth. And also I'm an advocate of reading the Bible as well. You know, just get up in there and read what the good word as well. You know, we have to definitely use those all those means to be able to walk through this life until Jesus come back. That's how I always talk. You know what I'm saying? So
that was a word right there. That was a whole word right there.
It's all good, man. I just want everybody to just be at peace and in love, and that's what it's all about, man. Especially when it come down to reading books and how we empower each other, all of us as Black boys and men on this line right about now. We are here to inspire others. And I'm glad that this book club is together. And I'm happy that I got a chance to speak to you guys. TJ, Elijah, y'all got any books that y'all recommending or last little shout out y'all want to say?
I want to shout out that Crown book. Cause like, if you love the barbershop or if you're a barber, then I really recommend it.
That's what he said.
I like that. Did Brittany, you say you got your hands up one more time? What you got?
I like to shout out my mom, Mr. Russell and Chaz for giving us the opportunity to be in a book club.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It's all good. It's all love. Again, thank you for spending some time with us over at Power 92. This is what it's all about, man. You know, we out.
Can I get a shout out right quick?
Oh yeah. I ain't leaving you out. I was just. Oh, I'm
excited.
I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this is what it's about, though. Go ahead, Mr. Russell, with your shout out. Who you need to talk to?
I want to shout out all the boys, man. The ones that couldn't be here and the ones that are on here. I always enjoy Saturdays talking to the guys. Bobby, Chase, who I'm missing a few others. I can't think of them right now, but it's a bunch of them that I just love talking to them. I want to thank Chaz for creating this program. I want to thank Don Bailey for being another facilitator for the program. Thank sponsors. Thank anyone who's ever supported us on our lives. Because we go live, you know, having these conversations live on Facebook, and we get a lot of support for that too. I want to thank the parents, you know, for supporting us as well. And once again, we're on every platform. So Facebook and Instagram, Brilliant Brown Boys Book Club. You can look us up and we're right there. And all you gotta do is send a message and then we'll respond.
It's that easy, people. You know what I'm saying? Brilliant Black Boys. Hold on, say the website one more time. Brilliant Brown Boys Book Club. And you can go to Gmail. It's one long word. I think we had to figure out how to shorten it up one day. But right now you can just go Brilliant Brown Boys Book Club or actually no, Brilliant Brown Club at gmail.com. That's the shorter version. Brilliant Brown Club, all one word, at gmail.com. All right, cool. And then the website I got right here is brilliantbrownboysbookclub.com. That's brilliantbrownboysbookclub.com, spelled out correctly. And make sure you get to that and support this right here. You know, this is a beautiful thing. And again, yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Russell. Thank you again, all my shorties. And let's inspire more people in our community and our neighborhoods to read more books. And again, thank you so much.
Hey, thank you for doing what you do, brother, because you're a representation too, man, okay? I appreciate what you do, okay? You are a good brother. You always been a good brother. I follow you. If no one gives you your flowers, I'm giving you your flowers now, man. Keep up the good work, man, for real. And fellas, pay attention to this man right here, okay? Because he got a story too, so give him some props. All right.
Thank you again. Thank you again, gentlemen. I'm thinking about, everybody. Thank you again, gentlemen. Man, let's do this. Brilliant. Y'all some brilliant boys. Let's get it cracking. I'm getting back to work over here at Power 92, man. It's the weekend mix party.
Yes, sir.
Boy, man, let's go.
All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow, guys. All right, later.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.